right, number 10. This is always one of my favorites. I got the little star. Also, in this star, what's interesting is I did make A parallel to B. So let's fill in what we can, and then we probably are going to use that A parallel to B and do a little Z Meister or something. I don't know. Let's see. First thing I see is I'm going to fill in around. I see 50 right here. So I know its vertical here is 50, making this 130 because a linear pair, and 130 right there. Here's a 50, so right beside it, linear pair is 130. That'll make this 130. That vertical on the 50 will be 50. I don't see any other interiors, but I do see now some triangles. I see this triangle here of 50, 50. That adds up to 100. So this has to be 80. If he's 80, that right there has to be 80. This has to be 100, and this has to be 100 because of vertical angles. Now, the other triangle I see is I see a triangle right here. I got 50 and 50 again. 50 and 50 is 100, so angle 4 is 80, right? Now, do we have anything else? Well, I don't see anything else. Let's change our little color to pink here. Let's use A and B being what? Parallel. Do you see some Z-Meisters? So A and B are going vertical here. First thing I see right away is down the parallel, going down my transversal, down the other parallel. So if this is 50, this corner has to be 50. And if he's 50, I have a triangle, 50, 80, and another 50. Also, if he's 50, it's vertical right here has to be 50. Right here would be 130, 130. We have 50 and 50. That ends up making what? That ends up making 100. So right here is 80. Right here is 80. That makes this 100 and 100. Now, I want to point this out. Okay. Notice this. This is what I love. And you usually have to use this idea with these, and we're going to use it here. You have a triangle there with one corner 50, the other corner 50. 50 and 50 is 100. That makes 6 has to be 80. It has to be 80 because those three corners have to add up to 180. And 50 and 50 is 100, plus the 80 makes 180. Now I can finish the problem out. I got a 50 there because 80, 50, and 50 adds up to 180. Vertical angle is going to be 50, making this 130, making angle 3 130, and then finishing with the little guy right here of the triangle, 50 and 80 and 50. A lot of 50s in this bad boy, but they're all our measurements. And there's more ways than that to have gotten the answer. But I do want us to always open our eyes when we have this. You're going to need to use that idea of a big triangle most of the time when you're doing these problems.